Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you America's top foundational health coach, Dr. Joe Dee.
Hey there, I'm Dr. Joe Dee Baer, known as America's top foundational health coach. Glad to be back with you on Mindset Monday. Boy, April 15th, tax day. What a day. I thought I would talk to you today about joy in the vortex. Stress, as I've said many, many times, we think that inflammation is the cause of all disease, but inflammation only happens with stress. We all have it. We all live with it. We must have some stress or else we wouldn't be here on planet Earth. But what do you do with that stress? What can you really do to make stress not be the mind killer? That's what we're going to be talking about today. For those of you that don't know me, I am Dr. Joe Dee Baer, known as America's top foundational health coach with over 1.1 million pounds of toxic fat lost, with only a 5% recidivism rate. Because when we can eliminate the stress, the inflammation, the fear, and the disease that occurs with the 5 elements of traditional Chinese medicine, you've got life. You've got it. You've got it. And what are they? Well, supplementation. Sleep is the next one. Exercise, meditation and prayer, and physiotherapy. Those 5 will keep you abundantly alive. But what we're going to talk today is the mental game, the meditation, the sleep, the nutrition that you have to make stress not be the mind killer. Or I'm going to flip it and say, make it joy. Joy in the vortex. We've all been there. But what is the vortex? The vortex is when you allow yourself to get into the F word. It's not what you think. It is fear. Fear is the mind killer. One of my favorite movies of all time, and I'm not really, what should I say, a big proponent of sci-fi movies, but Dune, the original Dune, and the mind and the Queen Mother was with Paul, and she said, fear is the mind killer. It truly, truly is. As you go along in the vortex, you remain ill at ease without disease when you hit joy and gratitude. That is the beginning. Then it goes to peace, love, passion, and ecstasy. But if you get out of that joy and gratitude, you go into fear. So when you catch yourself there, said, I will myself back into fear. I like that, don't you? I will myself into fear and out of fear. Nope, I said that wrong. That's that ADHD thing catching in. When I get excited telling you I get this download, let's do that again, shall we? I will myself out of fear. I will myself into joy. I will myself into joy. Dr. Carol Magda, world-renowned naturopath, my friend and colleague. We've done this, I know, many times on my TV shows, my radio shows, with my client patient, even when we were with Healthopedia. And it was like this. The group, we would say, happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy. That pentameter beat being off in a 5/4 rhythm kind of just puts you in, and that offbeat gets you into that joy. It's that frequency. You either regenerate into joy or degenerate into fear, disease, and then it goes to anger, hatred, disease, and death. So keep in joy in the vortex. And we'll be hearing about, well, just what has happened to Health Coach Joe Dee, being in that vortex, keeping that joy. This is more of a personal testimony. I just wanted to share with you what's been going on for the Baer household, what's been going on with me, Jody, in the last like 16 months. I brought you an update with our mold situation in August. I thought it was time to have another, but in the meantime, make sure that you go. I've got a surprise for you this week. What did I say? This week, there is a 50% off special with Dee Baer products. You know, the coffee that is absolutely Dr. Jody approved. Take a look, take a listen, and go to VORTEX.store. So here we are, VORTEX.store. Get some of the best alkaline coffee around, because when your body is alkaline, you know your mind is clear. When your body is alkaline, you are free of disease. That is a really great place to start. And of course, you can always find everything Healthopedia on drjody.com. Get the books, get this, get that. We have got so much going on. It is really a great time to be Jody, but also go to like, subscribe, and share with us on YouTube, Healthopedia 365. So let's get back to 16 months ago is when I started feeling ill at ease. It wasn't just my joy, my mindset. I really wanted more. And I know, being a marathoner, that life is a marathon, not a sprint. By the way, happy marathon days to all of their people up in Boston running the Boston Marathon. One of my favorites, going into Fenway Park. You know you get to the finish line. That's kind of how you feel going through and into the vortex. You know you will get into the finish line. Keep that in mind. But what do you do when you say, okay, my mindset's good, I'm just not feeling well? If you go back and look to the broadcast in August, and you will see me broadcasting in a white outfit, a white bedroom, because I just decided to show you exactly where I had been for then 6 months. Well, it's now 16 months. I got over those symptoms, thankfully. The mold contamination was real. 70% of all homes south of the Mason-Dixon line have mold, and mold is a killer. I had tried a detox. I had tried a liver detox. Just nothing was right. My hair did not feel like my hair. It was not full. It didn't have life in it because my body was losing life. I did those things which I knew what to do, but then you listen. As my friend and colleague, Dr. Mike Van Thielen of Dr. Talk says, listen to the warning signs of your body. The biggest mistake you can do is, oh, maybe it'll go away. Listen to the warning signs of your body. What happened? Well, we had Niagara Falls came through our closet, the master bedroom closet, mostly on my side. What resulted in our home being gutted, 1,700 square feet of our home. 60% of our home was gutted because of mold contamination. But I knew homes could be rebuilt. But how about my husband's and my body? So I went to get a detox. See, you don't know what you don't know until you know. There is a lab that you can get through physicians, through practitioners like myself. So if you feel like you're just not right, get a mold test for your body. My husband, Bob, had a 98% excuse me, a 98% mold contamination. Can't even say it. I had 92. My. We had a problem. So we went on this protocol. The symptoms were horrific. Even through what we needed to be on was a prescription drug, but I knew that supplements could supplement this prescription drug. Yes, when it is necessary, I will do that because the body needs to be put in the right condition to heal itself. I knew I needed to put this body, una cuerpo, una vida, together to be the best that it could be. The bear comeback. We are back. Bob and I are back in our home now. December, we were back. It was just thrilling. To be away from your home and displaced for 11 months was a long time. We've still got things to do. The insurance company has not come through, but a third. We are fortunate enough that we had savings that we could get to this point. However, a TARP in Florida doesn't last for long. I was just thinking, things are getting well. We've done mediation. We put in the demand letter in the state of Florida. There is no regulatory board for insurance. Isn't that lovely? So we put in a demand. We have a great attorney, and he is very thorough. And he went forward and said, they have not shown good faith. So now they're in the ballpark. I'm thinking, okay, it's April. They must do what they said they would do for the Bears unless they want to lose their license. They have 60 days. Only one problem. April. Then we go into hurricane season, May and June. And why am I saying this? Not for pity on me. There are millions of people in North America, but I'm talking about the US, especially under the Mason-Dixon line, California, Texas, Louisiana, the coastal areas, Florida, that are just held ransom to insurance companies. They can pretty much do what they want to do. We did mediation in good faith. I even did a second one. You know, I'm a little busy putting out 2 best-selling books in a year. You name it. This is what happened. But the bear comeback hit a snag. And I'm going to show you this picture. That is our attic. Yes, we had a small rainstorm. Wasn't even much. And guess what? Tarps don't last forever, especially in Florida. The rain came through. Fortunately, when you keep your mindset in the law of attraction, you will attract when you don't react. Thankfully, I was running late. I was in my green room, before I do a broadcast. It's my bathroom, putting on my makeup. And I hear this. I'm going drip, drip, drip. I turned around. We still don't have a shower door on the shower. We have one of those pads that you used when you had little kids, when they were a drip pad and they threw things off of the high chair. That's what we've come up with. And that's what we've been doing for the last 4 months for a shower door. Remember, the insurance has only paid a third. I was just so thankful. It's at that moment. Why do I tell you this story? At that moment when you can say, I can choose to just be really ticked off, or I can choose fear, or I can choose to stay in joy, because there's always a way through. There's always a finish line. In marathoning, there's always the Fenway Park to run around. So I went into action, and I was able to do some protocols that would stave this off, but we still have the tarp. When you're in the vortex, just remember, you have one next right step. It's like running a marathon. There's always one step that you can do. What is the next right step that you can do? The first right step is to say now pretty quotable quote, when you take care of you in your world first, the world around you is empowered forever. That's where you begin. How did I possibly do? And yes, I'm taking a bit of a victory lap. It's somewhere in my office, but I'm not sure. Well, the 21 days to your best you. It's back on the bookshelf here. And we know the one that we're going to add onto is our Healthopedia 365. How did I end up being a 21-time best-selling author, a compilation of 40 authors with our next book? How did I do this? I was sitting on the couch, sometimes sitting on the couch feeling 6 months pregnant with all of this remediation happening in my body, sitting on somebody else's couch on a banana on one leg and a banana peel on the other. Have you ever felt like that? Just remember, happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy. It's like when you take care of your world first, the world around you is empowered forever. And I can say that exercise being the third of those important tenets of what I will say, supplementation, sleep, exercise, prayer, and meditation. When you're in the vortex, do an extra meditation and more physiotherapy, acupuncture, massage, Tai Chi, movement with exercise and movement with meditation. But one of our sponsors is just amazing. Dr. Mark Chavez, in our book, Healthopedia, has the gravity ball. It's one that I go to almost every single night. Why? Because I'm 70. Why? Because muscle tone leaves as you get older. Why? Because it's we do things that are easy, simple, and sustainable. And it's really easy to do. So check Dr. Mark Chavez, check out Gravity Ball MD, check out this amazing product so you too can go ahead, and it is found on Healthopedia 365, our website. So let's give Mark some shine today. It's the deal. When I was marathoning, 14 marathons, I did not only stretching, yoga for flexibility, but I did weight training. I wish I would have had it then, but you can have it now. This is Gravity Ball with Dr. Mark Chavez, gravityball.com. And you can also get it at gravityball.com. I wanted to let you know that Dr. Mark is creating a new 2.0 version. And so you can be the first to be on the waiting list. Check it out. I'm not going to have to do all of this, but it will make a difference, especially in upper body strength. Gravity Ball MD. So let's get back to your MD. What you are in your life, being that joy in the vortex. What can you do? Well, I can say, one thing that you can do, and yes, this is an ad. We're in the process of doing the Essence of a Woman. You know that we have 2 programs going on right now. I want you to take a look, take a listen. We have 3 world-changing women that we will be attracting because we're in joy knowing they're out there to join us with Dr. Khalila Camacho Ali and being in the essence of a woman. And the subtitle is Unleashing the Feminine Soul. former wife of Muhammad Ali, Academy Award-winning actress, author, motivational speaker, aviator, and filmmaker, humanitarian, martial arts third-degree black belt. Dr. Khalila Camacho Ali, our anchor author for The Essence of a Woman. So join us with Dr. Khalila Camacho Ali. If you want more information, go to drjodie.com/healthopedia. We'll get you hooked up to be with the legends, along with Princess Moradim Agulani, Christina Doty, Dr. Shirley Liu in the financial pillar, and many, many more. It's the most fun I've had with estrogen for a while. The essence of a woman, unleashing the feminine soul. So how do you unleash that which you're dealing with? Well, I'm going to give you something that, as we're calling this our mental mindset time, we are doing something very, very important right now. And that is, we are having a virtual event. The virtual event is found on May online, and it's the 4th of May. Kimberly Meredith has been on our show, the medical medium. Jamie Kerr has been on our show, the Mind Kite, #1 podcaster and the mental just magician in the UK. And of course, the incomparable Rex Sykes has been on our show 3 times. They were my guests on Milkshake Moments. Check that out on Healthopedia 365. It is amazing, because what you've got here are people that just know the game. They know how it's played, because they know it's like, I'm just going to say it the way it is. They are unconscious competent. They're unconscious that they just do it normally. So how would it be to be around these 3 legends? They were in the mental pillar of our Healthopedia book. Kimberly has her book, The 5th Dimension. Rex Sykes has his book, Life on Your Terms. And Jamie Kerr has About You. It's about you, isn't it? YOU, saying yes to opportunities and being unique. That is you. Well, we're going to come together with this virtual summit. You can go to healthopedia.eventbrite.com. It is free. There are 200 seats available. It's from noon to 2 on Saturday. Kimberly Meredith, the medical medium, will be doing readings. It will be on Zoom. Just go to healthopedia.eventbrite.com. You will get the Zoom link. Then share it with your friends. We will be having lots of social media out there all the time this next 3 weeks. Go out there, go share it. But then Rex and Jamie will be answering questions about mental mindset, how to stay above the fray, the vortex, that mind kite, you see it flying around no matter what. And then life on your terms. Make sure it is on your terms. And of course, if you have anything that you wish to ask me about health and health-related matters, whether it's weight loss or just reclaiming your most amazing life and health, I'm there to serve as well. So we'll be doing Q&A with all 3 of us. Kimberly will be doing readings, and it's from 12 to 2. Grab your free ticket, share it with a friend, because it will be that kind of an amazing event. But events come and go, but your experiences perhaps will not. So it's important that we say, what will you do in that moment of time when you say, I just don't know. Have you ever felt like that? If I could just see the hands, if we were together, you would say, oh yes, I just don't know, but you do know. And I'm going to use Jamie Kerr's quote that is in our book, Healthopedia. And he says, in life, just know you are not responsible for the whole thing, just your part in it. I'm going to repeat that. You're not responsible for the whole thing, just your part in it. So having joy in the vortex, you said, I will until I will feel, because as Rex said and reminded us so appropriately on Thursday on Life's Milkshake Moment, he said, after night comes day, after winter comes spring, after sickness comes wellness, after a breakup becomes love, even after death comes everlasting life if you're a faith-based person. After an accident comes recovery. There's always a setup is a setup. Yes, that setback, I should say, is a setup for a comeback. Set back, set up, come back. And after stress comes peace. I know that this is not going to last forever. I know that it's this deal with our house is not going to last forever. They're going to have to cost up money, or they're going to own a house. It's just that simple. And remember, as you're going through that marathon of life, thinking about these runners in Boston, I would say the 14 marathons that I won, I would say, as I would run them, you hear, oh, did you hit the wall? I just said, wall. What wall? Wall, what wall? People would ask me, is a marathon 26 miles? No, it's 26.3. The 0.3 is when you get, as Napoleon Hill says, you're 3 feet from gold. You're there. I will until. And as we're closing out this broadcast, I just want to say, way to go, marathoners in life. It's a marathon, not a sprint. You choose, because you can have that mental mind shift. You can do this thing, which makes all the difference in the world. Join us on the 4th of May. I'll be doggone, this sound isn't going again. Well, we're going to try it again Thursday. I know we'll get this right. We'll let's just say about just reloading that little deal, because it's such a great visual. Okay. Here's our flyer. Look for it. That's the best I can do right now. Medical Medium, Mindkite, and The Mentalist, our free event, May 4th, 2024. Because in life, mindset is skill set. Everything that you want is outside of your comfort zone. Go for it. You choose night to day, winter, spring, stress, joy, because joy is in the vortex. Vortex, what vortex? I have the skill set because I have the mindset. So join us Thursday. You will hear how I reclaimed having a pain-free neck. Did I say a pain-free neck? Yes, I did. With the incomparable Dr. Bill Janishek. I call him the hippie chiropractor healer, and his colleague, Kevin Lucas of New Hope Regeneration. It's the latest cutting edge on health. And guess what? It really, really is true. Bob and I experienced this for real, that when you have your health, you have everything. And when you have joy, your mindset creates that thing which will make all the difference in the world for you to have being in that mindset, because your health is your wealth. And as we say now, make every single day a mindset kind of day, the Healthopedia kind of way. Ciao for now.